Hello, athletes and fans of bodybuilding. Tarek El-Guindi with the Mr. Olympia. Chicago Pro, Mohamed Fouda versus Vlad. Vlad, he has size and conditioning, but Mohamed Fouda is one of the most aesthetically pleasing, beautiful lines IFBB Pro right now that we have. I mean, look at this front lat spread. Look at the side chest. He has beautiful lines. He has the conditioning. And he's growing. Man, I judged this guy in 2018 in Tunisia as an amateur. Last year, I judged him in Romania. And this Chicago Pro performance is incredible because he's improved a lot from last year, the Romania show, to this event. So it's a young guy coming onto the scene, and the guys winning, Hadi Chupa and Derek Lunsford, they kind of favor him on the comparisons. He's a little bit shorter, he can pack the muscle, and he has beautiful lines. So it's a good time for Mohamed Fouda to go to the Olympia and, man, get next to some of these guys and tell the judges, tell the world, hey, I can be with them. I'm just as good as these guys. Congratulations. I'm excited to see you on the Olympia stage. 212, Marcelo Alfonsini from Brazil. My first time looking at him. Listen, you just need to get a little bit more size. Some of the 212 guys are so dense, but he's got the lines in the conditioning. With a little bit of size, he can be a force. Moving on to the classic, Carlos Domar. Last year, he went to the Olympia, and he was in the back mix. Man, this is probably one of the most improved guys in the IFBB Pro League. He's got more mass now. He's got better conditioning. He poses well. Congratulations. This guy is now talking business. I'm happy with his improvement. Moving into men's physique. Yes, Abisai Petersons. He won in Texas, and he was impressive then. He wins again in Chicago. A lot of double downs. People that have won last week win again. He is tall, athletic. I think maybe in Texas he was just a little bit tighter, but what does it say about a guy that maybe he's not at his best and he's still dominant? I'm telling you, there's a lot of these guys that won this weekend that can make an impact at the Olympia, and he's one of them. Moving on to women's bodybuilding, Sherry Priami. She's an experienced competitor. She poses well. She poses to minimize her waist. She's got the conditioning. We're just going to need a little bit more size to go against Andrea Shaw and some of the top contenders. Congratulations. Women's physique, again, Anna Harrias. She won in Atlanta, wins again. But I think this time she posed better. Yes, that's the importance of doing two shows. Even if you win, you can possibly be better on your following show. And I think that's exactly what Anna did. Congratulations. 2 victories going into the Olympia. Moving on to figure, another one, Cherish Richardson. She won in Atlanta and she wins again. And I think she was even better this time. I think the conditioning was a little bit better. So again, she can test her physique going to the Olympia. She knows that first call out of the Olympia. So I wouldn't be surprised if her goals are to attack Sydney Gillen. Moving on to wellness, Sunny Andrews back at the Olympia. Great conditioning, great posing. Sunny Andrews has been to the Olympia and she has big expectations. Let's see what she does at the Mr. Olympia. Moving on to bikini, Rihanna Harley. Won last week in Atlanta, wins again in Chicago. That's a theme here. She was even better. Rihanna is dangerous. She is very dangerous going to the Mr. Olympia. I would be surprised if she gets in the back mix. I think she has the potential, she has the skill set to make an impact at this year's Mr. Olympia. Chicago Pro, great event. Tim Gardner, as always, one of the best in the world at promoting bodybuilding show. In Colombia, Maz Ali, man, great winners. Classic physique, yes, Andres Tavera. Man, he's got the mass, poses well, nice legs, maybe a bit tighter, but he can fix that going to the Olympia. Men's physique, Guilherme Gualdado from Brazil. The people that won in Colombia from Brazil are heavy hitters. He had a second place goes to Colombia, earns his qualification. Look at this front pose. Just take a look at his obliques. Look at his chest. Look at the back. This guy is complete. He can very well be the next Brazilian men's physique superstar. Mark my words. Moving on to figure, Yanana Herrera. She has nice lines, good conditioning. She needs to pose to be a little bit wider. So, you know, if you add a little bit of width, then the physique can change. And I think her posing can help her in this regards. Congratulations, going to the Olympia. In the bikini, Ivy Eskandar. She wins in Europe. She wins in America. She wins in South America. She wins everywhere. And I think this look, she's getting fuller. The fuller look for Ivy Eskandar benefits her. And I think that's what she's going to do at the Olympia, because in Colombia she was already fuller. I'm excited to see her. And then came the wellness. From Brazil, Eduarda Bezerra. My man, mark my words. I talked to people in Brazil and they said she is the matrix. She is the one. She is the one that can go head to head with Franciele Matos and possibly challenge her. I looked at her pictures and I was impressed. She is really, really, really good. And I'm telling you, when the wellness comes on stage, watch out for Eduarda Bezerra, because she can make an immediate impact at this year's Mr. Olympia. Great champions. In Brazil, classic physique, Junior Jaworski. Man, he turned pro with me in Brazil. He is a warrior. He comes in and his conditioning is impeccable. He poses well. He does everything well. I just need a little bit more quads and Jaworski can go all the way. He's a great competitor. Man, love to see guys that turn pro now going to the Olympia. This is his second Olympia. Congratulations. In the men's physique, yes, Emerson. Emerson has a great back. Look at this shot. This is an incredible back shot. But we need to minimize the waist on the front shot. He's posing a little bit straight forward, which benefits the guys that have a small waist. Andre Ferguson, for instance. But if your waist is not one of the smallest, you want to create an angle to minimize the waist. From the back, this guy is lights out. Let's just kind of work on the front pose. Great job. In the figure, Leticia Ramos. Beautiful lines, great conditioning, needs more size. Just a little bit more size and she's good to go. And moving on to the wellness, Danny Mendoza, aka Loira do Sul, one of the best glutes in bodybuilding. She is fantastic. She's got the back pose down to the science. Her posing is better. She made a minor mistake in her posing last Olympia, but I don't foresee that happening. I think she's going to be on fire. In Las Vegas, man, Ashley Kowalser was there. Everybody thought she was going to win. And then this girl, yes, Alice Rocha from Brazil, she comes in and surprises the world. I looked at her pictures and I'm like, man, she's really amazing. Tiny little waist. Look at that waist. It's tiny. She's got the full glutes, poses well. Great job upsetting the great champion Ashley Kowalser. So she's going in with a lot of momentum. Congratulations to all the champions. This past weekend, Olympia battle. Oh my God. Sherry Mensah versus the phenom Taylor Learmon. They battled on stage and it was incredible. I'm going to leave the link right here so you guys can watch it. The Olympia is coming. I'm so excited. I'm sweating. I'm jumping. I'm rolling. Let's go.